What's up, boys and girls? My main man, Nasco, is going to do a presentation of some super cool pre-IPO crazy high-tech super fast speed train that looks pretty neat. And I have no idea how it works, but I love the functionality of the process of getting on the front end to invest in it. So, which I have a couple months ago. So you guys check this out. Nasco is going to drive, and you're in charge, man. Let me know how I can help, and I will try not to break everything over here in the side.
Thank you. Just don't touch the keyboard, Danny. That's okay. We can fix it. Okay. Wow. Great to be here. And guys, I can't be more grateful to be in the space of the gratitude group, who is the host of this event here. So you see a mixture of people. Danny is like the leader of extraordinary people. And I see some faces who I know from the past. So I'm really privileged to be here with you guys. So having said that, let me start the presentation, and we will keep it short. There will be some video elements, there will be some surprise elements, so I hope you would enjoy it. So I'm sharing the screen with the sound, and I hope you're able to see my screen. Just give me some thumbs up if you can see my screen. Great, then I will minimize the windows. And here we go, we start. So before we start, I would like to introduce myself. And I was wondering what would be the best way to introduce myself. My name is Nasko. And I decided to share with you what I stand for, what is my calling in life. So I will read it for you because it is related to what I'm going to introduce to you. My purpose in life is to respectfully serve other people with love, to help them understand and appreciate their value, so they are fulfilled, living their lives in peace and harmony. This is my purpose statement, and this is what I stand for, because this presentation I made for the first time for this audience, and it is part of what I'm trying to achieve as a sovereign individual. This is me becoming and striving to become an independent individual, independent of circumstances, independent of crises, independent of economics, politics, etc. So this particular project that I will introduce to you today is a consequence of this ambition that I have to become a sovereign individual. So I'm researching, I'm participating and testing projects that can bring well-being to people. And I'm happy to bring this also information to you guys here so we can share it together. Without further ado, let me introduce this project. So this is what we call the new generation of transport system. And I would add here not only transport, but also the whole ecosystem around it. So this is the transportation units, the infrastructure, the machinery, the management, and of course, the launching of all of these activities around that project. The project is called Unitsky String Technology, or this is also the name of the company that will introduce this to the world. And I took the liberty to write a short statement here that my intention is to show you how you can become a true investor in the meaning in the true meaning of the word investor in a unicorn company where you can make your capital work for you. And very soon we'll understand what a unicorn company means. So let's see how this project disrupts the global travel industry. And here is our first video element. Enjoy. Just let me know if you can hear the sound. Wow. Okay. So if you thought that this was a sci-fi movie, actually, I must tell you that at least 90% of the videos were actually real examples of this technology that we're going to be seeing very soon. And only the last part is like moving from the vision to, let's say, the future, where we would be seeing the exploitation of this technology in the very near future because of the potential of this project. So we will talk a little bit more about what those things are, where do they see being exploited, and how we can use them. But the point of this presentation is here, like, to appreciate the potential of this company and therefore decide or not to join it as an investor. So before moving on, I wanted to share with you why I used the term unicorn company in my introduction. So I dig a little bit to understand what that means, and then I found out that a unicorn company refers to a term of a privately held startup organization that has reached a valuation of at least $1 billion. So this term actually exists, and it has been coined back in 2013 by a lady called Aileen Lee, emphasizing the reality and the rarity of such kind of, let's say, startups. Now, on the other hand, we have an interesting fact about this company. In the same year, 2013, an independent evaluation of the intellectual property of the company has been held, where the market value of the Unitsky string technology has been estimated at $400 billion back in 2013. So based on this definition and the other definition, this is a unicorn company. A unicorn means that it is a rare, high-value startup that has little match in the current world. So this company has enormous potential already 10 years back, and you can see that with these systems that are presented to us, we can completely disrupt the transportation and infrastructure economy. Okay, later you will be having access to this to these slides one way or another, so you can check this information for yourself. But I would like to share a little bit about the company before we move to the investment part. So I will not bother you with too much information because there is plenty on the public website of the company. There is so much information that you can spend like literally 2 weeks without blinking and just only reading about the company and the history of everything that has happened until this moment of time. I must say that they're also very active. Almost on a daily basis, they publish news about their new developments and new contracts that they are getting from different countries and organizations. So the company has, let's say, a solid mission to solve the problems of the negative impact that we see in transport and transport infrastructure. You see that they're proposing, unibikes, as they call these vehicles, on an upper level, where they claim very little ground resources. They disrupt very little the nature. At the end, they're also providing a lot of throughput when it comes to passenger and freight. So the goal of this company has always been, humans, environment, ecology, and sustainability, not only in a local level, but also in global levels, so international. It is not a secret anymore that this company has plans not only for above the ground, but also under the water and out of space. So the technology, or these unibots, as you saw there, different versions of them, starting from, let's say, individual passenger bots all the way to, let's say, cargo freight, and the speed unibots, which are unipods, which are available for, let's say, hundreds of people in one go with high throughput. So the technology is mostly related to the development, design, testing, and the operational part of the transportation and the infrastructure of those pods that we see. So as a result of this, you already noticed that there were a couple of frames in the video from already established sites where those pods can be seen and can be tested. So when it comes to the potential of the company, I just took here a small slide so that you can see what is involved. On the official website of the company, which is the ust.inc, you can see at least these numbers. So you can see the large amount of engineers, number of offices already available, more than 200, international patents and innovations. There is an office space where everything happens, and they have production facilities where they put together all of these pods. This is actually outside of the 2 testing sites that they already have for displaying their products and their technology. So when it comes to research and development, the movie showed exactly scenes from those 2 sites here. One is in Belarus. Well, of course, it is green, and the other one is from Sharjah, United Arab Emirates. So completely 2 different kind of environments where those pods can be seen, can be tested, and they are constantly showcasing them. The intention is that, of course, the Belarus site remains as like a tourist visit and investors visit, where things can be seen and also can be tested, while the Sharjah test certification center serves for showcasing, but also for testing and certifying every single element of the technology, starting from the rails, the pods, the infrastructure, the stations, and all of the parts in between them. So every occasion when the company has to push forward a different certificate, this already brings another level of the technology reaching its public state, meaning being adopted already on the market and being live and exploitation. It will not be fair to only speak about the company without saying a couple of words about the founder of the company. The founder is called Anatoli Unitsky. He calls himself the engineer of the world. And once you see the video, you would understand that he had this idea long ago before the company started. He crafted some of the drafts for those pods long ago, like maybe 40 years ago, when he started creating ideas and sketches about what potentially can be solved in the transportation environment so that humans are safe, environment is safe, nature is preserved. So I would like to play another 1.5 minute video so that you can understand who the mindset behind this company is. And of course, he's not the only person who is contributing to the fame of the company. He is training his own engineers in their own, let's say, engineering school, which is close to university level of preparing people, designers, engineers, and constructors to build those bots. So let me play this. Enjoy it.
Меня зовут Анатолий Юницкий. Я инженер, создатель бессферных технологий, ключевая из которых – струнная технология Юницкого, или сокращенно UST. То, что я делаю, это не просто создание нового вида транспорта эстакадного типа и транспортной инфраструктуры на 2-м уровне. Это, в первую очередь, философия. Ведь речь идет о выживании человечества и спасении нашего космического дома, планеты Земля, лучше которого и роднее которого для земной цивилизации нет и никогда не будет во всей необъятной Вселенной. Ведь наш цивилизационный дом, точнее одна большая коммунальная комната, не имеющая даже перегородок, населенная миллиардами видов живых организмов, это даже не вся планета, а лишь ее маленькая часть. Это земная биосфера. Тончайшая живая пленка на огромном мертвом веществе, собранном из космического газа, пыли и камней. На пути к гармоничному обустройству планеты для жизни всех людей в единении с живой природой транспорт UST становится важнейшей составляющей, точкой роста биосферных технологий. Надежда на это прекрасное будущее и вера в то, что все достижимо, дают мне силы не опускать руки и продолжать работать со все возрастающим упорством и вдохновением. В исполнении этой миссии и заключается мой путь. Путь инженера мира.
Okay. After this second video, I will stop referring anymore to the company and explaining about the background of it, because there is plenty to be found on the website of the company. I would like now to shift gears and move towards becoming an investor in this company. It's not a secret that companies are trying to find joint ventures and angel investors so that they can support their development, research, and production. So it is not a surprise as well that Unitsky String Technology is also working in this direction and attracting investors. So this part of the presentation would be more about how people can be involved and support this technology so that we can see its public appearance in the next years to come. So what is it to become an investor in Unitsky String Technology? First, I would like to share with you a vision about the two terms investor and shareholder. In many occasions, we use the word investor when we talk about a person who is investing and commits his or her capital with the expectation of receiving certain financial benefits. In this light, investors are definitely distinguished by the traders, because investors are taking long-term, mid and long-term strategic position when it comes to projects, initiatives, companies, and their relevant institutions. So when it comes to investing, then here the intention is that someone is committing capital for the betterment of an organization or institution. Moving further on, a shareholder is an investor who owns at least one share of a company stock. So a shareholder becomes a co-owner of the company, and therefore he or she shares certain rights and responsibilities. One of these rights and benefits, of course, is to consider collecting dividends as part of the company performance. Now, so we are now in this environment with Unitsky String Technology where we are not only investors, so we are not only committing capital to this company, we're also becoming co-owners of it. So we are registered in the company records. We become true shareholders and co-owners of this organization. And then the potential is huge by, of course, expecting certain dividends. An investor is also a risk taker. So I will not save and sugarcoat it here for you by saying that there is no risk involved. Of course, there is always risk involved when it comes to financials, because nobody can predict the future. The company has certain plans, and they are planning to go public in 2025. You know, everything can happen in the economy. Everything can happen in the microcosmos of a company, so that it may disrupt the plans and the roadmap. But in essence, this company offers possibilities for people to be part of its growth and its structure. So when it comes to, let's say, supporting the project, there is the entity of Unitsky String Technology, or the company, And this is the company which is mostly focusing the engineering part. So this is the transport development company. They are focusing on the design, the engineering, the creation of the different elements, the manufacturing, the office spaces, the test sites, and the intellectual property. This is what the company is all about. In order to make this company available for investors, this company is reaching out by creating crowdfunding platforms and infrastructure for people to invest and support the organization. So the crowdfunding company that supports Unitsky string technology is called RSW, or Rail Skyway. So this is the place where investors will actually create an account. They will be registered, KYC'd, and therefore registered in the company's registries. This is where the shares will be purchased. There you will see promotions, and of course, investors will be recognized. So this is the place that I would like to lead you to, and understand how this company supports the, let's say, the mother company of Unitsky string technology. If we look further on, as every investor, you may expect that the earlier you join, the easier it is to let's say, to reach cheaper stocks and shares of the company. The earlier we join the project, then the earlier we start supporting the project. Therefore, the company will start rewarding and recognizing the participation of each investor. Therefore, people who already, let's say, became investors 8 years ago, 10 years ago, 12 years ago, they already got shares with an extremely negligible price. Now, with the time passing by and the company becoming close and close to its public offering, those shares become closer and closer to their nominal price, which is estimated to, or at least offered to be like $1 each. Currently, each one of these shares is a fraction of a dollar, which still says that there are possibilities for people and organizations to become investors. This is a company with a real project. This is a company with a real potential. I already shared with you that it's considered a sort of a unicorn company due to its potential and the possibilities to create miracles actually in the modern world. How to become an investor? Very simple. The crowdfunding platform offers two possibilities. One possibility is to start committing your capital in a standard way, like one-off purchase of shares, but you can also consider packages with installments. When it comes to, let's say, investing in one go, then you would see that in the dashboard of each investor, there are packages that can be accessed and purchased, and every package has a name. You can see the nominal value of this package when it is purchased. Then you can see the price that can be paid for this participation, for this package, also the number of shares that you're getting, and a discount of this package for the time of this particular investment. So during the time before before launching this project as a public offering, there will be discounts on shares, and this is of course a great incentive for each participant to strengthen his portfolio when purchasing shares from this company. Promotions, they contribute to these discounts, and some promotions reach all the way to 80% discount on shares. And we had a number of promotions, and more of them will come until the final stages of the pre-launch. So this was the full payment. You can have as many packages of those as you want, and then you just purchase the shares, and then you become an investor. You don't need to do anything else. You just become there and read more about the progress of the company through the news. There is a Telegram group. There are also a lot of channels that support the company growth and development. So you can one can find a lot of information there, should he or she wishes. When it comes to payment in installments, and I am one of these investors who prefers to pay in installments, is because I can spread my my participation and still purchase a larger package of investment. So there are, as with the previous example, there are names of packages. Those packages are distinguished by their discounts, the amount that could be paid per month, the number of shares, and also the number of months that this contribution can be fulfilled. Installments can start as little as $50 all the way to larger amounts and larger quantities. So everyone potentially could be an investor. So there is no particular limit, and there is no restriction in terms of reach, in terms of country, region, etc., to my knowledge. One very short slide about the credibility and the social proof about the company. Of course, I will not go through each one of them, but there is plenty of information to read about the company, and of course about the crowdfunding platform. All of these links are available, so you can see quite a lot about the history of the company, the vision of the company, where they come from, what they're aiming at, their technologies, the U-pods as they call them, and everything related to their achievements so far. The last two links also lead to quite exhaustive information about the two showcase sites. So this is the Technopark in Belarus and the Test and Certification Center in Sharjah. Plenty of materials with video, so you can dive and you can see in details what is happening over there. And again, please know that a lot of news are happening around this company. There's so many that I can't really catch up with them, meaning that the company is already engaged in quite a lot of contracts and targeted projects, and those ones are kind of closed with different organizations and different countries. So this is one way also to see how this technology and this company is appreciated in the world, which is a massive achievement for this small company. Okay, and finally, I have a surprise for you, and I am honored to present to you a journey of a real investor in this company. This is a personal story of someone who I know since some time, and this person, Marley, has been my mentor for the last period. He has showed me quite a lot and explained to me quite a lot about this company, about the history, the nitty-gritties about their rises and falls, the obstacles that they face. So he also helped me together with my upline to create an account, to start my journey as an investor, and also appreciate what is happening there. So definitely this is not a get-quick-rich scheme. It is really thinking like with the hat of an investor, like thinking mid to long-term, creating legacy for your kids and for yourself, creating also an understanding of how you can support a company which has the potential to be bigger than some of the giants that we see nowadays. So I would like to introduce you to Marley, and I would invite him to share with us just in a couple of minutes his personal journey. A few words about him from me, and then I will let Marley speak for himself. He has been about 8 years in this project. I have been 8 months. So he's one of the large investors in UST, and he's with us here on the call. He's one of the first Unipod passengers. So he traveled all the way to Belarus to actually, as part of his due diligence, he went there to check the site, to see with his own eyes, and also to establish a team that he can support further on from within Netherlands to create a kind of awareness for this project. So Marley, I would like to invite you to share with us more about these last points that I'm sharing here on the screen. So I will stop maybe sharing my screen. Marley, please feel free to join the call and share with us your experience with the company and inspire us.
Hi, can you hear me all? Hi guys, nice to see you all. I'm very excited. As Nasko says, I've been in this project for a long time. It's been like my little baby, and now it's gone into adolescence. Yesterday I was thinking, what should I share? What value could I add to this call? So I prepared some pictures and some private videos, just something. Oh, just for you to see. Can you go back to the screen?
Yeah, I will show the screen again. I'm sorry for that. Give me 1 second. I lost all the buttons.
No
I'm sorry for that. Here we go.
Yes. So I prepared some pictures and some private videos for you that I made during my whole time during this journey. It's okay. It's gone again, Nasko.
Can you see in the screen now?
Yes. Okay. So the one thing, one or two things I wanted to mention, the setup, because Nasko talked also about the targeted projects. One of the things that I did was to create a targeted project with a client back in the days, because back in the days it was very easy for everybody to be involved and get close to the CEO and things of this nature. Now, because it's really big and it has been involved, people cannot do this anymore. But I had the chance to set up 3 targeted projects in locally and outside, and at that time people could do this. Now this has been changed. Now the company only works with let's say governments and high officials or kings or things of this nature. Another thing what was really nice, and this is also that I'm going to show you, is in 2018 I went to Minsk, because before there were only pictures and people were saying, yeah, is this real? So I went to Minsk. I just went and thought, let's see what happens. So I went to the headquarters, and yeah, I had to be there, I think, and one of the people who worked at the park, I could go with him, which was a real surprise also to me, but I could do it at that time. So I was the first one to ever do this, because nobody had ever done this, and I got a complete tour of the whole park and everything in it. And then also in 2018 I built the biggest club on Facebook, the biggest Facebook group for all, let's say, crowd investors from all over the world, and posted all the information in this group. So without further ado, I would like to show you some of my private footage. It will be short and sweet, and then afterwards we can round up the call, maybe have some questions. So if I can share the screen.
Yes, Marley, you can share the screen now. I stopped sharing.
Okay. Can you all see this?
Yes.
So this, as you can see, was on the park in Minsk, in front of the high speed, and in the back of my in the back you can see the eco house. This is one of the features also the company has, because like Nasko said, this is not only about transportation, this is also about sustainability, eco houses, and on this roof actually a whole family can live and can grow all their fruits and vegetables on the roof, and they can eat from the roof. They can support their family from the roof, because the owner he thinks in sustainability in every aspect of the way. This was also in the high speed. This was at the roof of the museum, which is also a station. The same thing, another Unipod or Unimobile. The same here. This is also in Minsk. This is a longer time ago when there was snow actually in Minsk, and this is a nice thing also because we can do both. We can do the cold climate, and now also in Sharia the hot climate, and we are totally fully certified already. This is one of the things that if you would become an investor, you could have for yourself. And when you get a package like Nasco has explained, then you will get a stock share certificate, and you can send this to your house or have it on your computer. And this tells that you are an investor of let's say the technology. So every investor that will have a package will get these in the equivalent of the pre-IPO shares that they had. This is from back in the days at when I went to the park. So you see a lot of, they were still building, and this was let's say in the beginning they made this from nothing. So this was a tanking range into a whole park in less than 4 years. This is on the roof. Again, pictures from the park and the construction. This is actually the first part, or the first Unibus, and this is how we tested it a long time ago. You can read all about this in on the website, as Nasco has pointed out. This is also in front of the Unibus. And here I have a little clip for you.
It's arriving over here. As you can see, it's coming. It's coming. So Skyway is real. So you know. See? It's here. Members. We're now getting into the uni car. You can see it's very comfortable. You can sit here with 6 people. Yeah, it's awesome. It's very nice. So, I'm gonna see you when I do the sit down in the unibike. So, I'll be back in a second.
Skypod. How you feel, brother? How you feel?
Sitting in the unibike on EcoFest. Everybody's in mobile now. joke. This is the real thing. So if you are interested, what to do, like the contract. This is awesome. Look at all these people. Look at this nice vehicle. Actually, the king of Dubai was also sitting in this thing. Yeah, so you know. From a few pictures.
اطلع صاحب السمو الشيخ محمد بن راشد المكتوم نائب رئيس الدولة رئيس مجلس الوزراء حاكم دبي رعاه الله على نموذجين من وحدات النقل المعلقة، وهو نظام مستقبلي للتنقل تدرسه هيئة الطرق والمواصلات بدبي بالتعاون مع شركة سكاي واي جرين تك، وتعد إحدى مبادرات الهيئة لمستقبل التنقل في الإمارة. جاء ذلك خلال تفقد سموه لنموذجي وحدات النقل المعلقة على هامش أعمال القمة العالمية للحكومات، يرافقه سمو الشيخ حمدان بن محمد بن راشد المكتوم ولي عهد دبي رئيس المجلس التنفيذي. واستمع صاحب السمو نائب رئيس الدولة رئيس مجلس الوزراء حاكم دبي لشرح من سعادة مطر الطاير المدير العام ورئيس مجلس المديرين في الهيئة حول نموذجي نظام الوحدات المعلقة الذي يمتاز باستخدام مساحة أرض أقل بعدة مرات مقارنة بالأنظمة التقليدية ذات السعة نفسها، وكفاءة استخدام الطاقة الذي يقل بمقدار 5 مرات عن المركبات الكهربائية.
Speed running. Here guys, the high speed is running.
Plastic box. It's a real unibus. High-speed unibus. Look at that beauty. Representing for investors this
Can you imagine, guys, it's going 500 kilometers per hour? Well, it's going just that. Not now, of course, but in the near future it will. Now we're picking up some speed. Now we're gonna go up on a flexible track. You can see our biological gardens, apple trees, things like that. Today I ate carrots, strawberries, grapes. Here you have the eco house.
The whole rolling stock Hello. Am I still on air?
Yes, you are. You are, Marley.
Yes, you are.
Ah,
The
okay,
video
okay.
just stuck a little
Okay.
bit.
No worries.
Can you see the full picture here?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. This is with the founder. These are the pots for Dubai. And this was it, guys. It was short and sweet. I took some of the nice pictures. I will stop sharing my screen. But these are some of the things that I encountered, and I had the privilege to do. I had the privilege to do certain because I was so eager to this around the world. I'm a large investor in this. Well, large investor. This means that you are a large investor when you have 1 million or more pipes. Yeah, it has been a real journey. I have to say that as an investor now, my targets have been met, and I was slowly looking into other things, and then I met a nice lady that you can see right here on the couch, and yeah, I showed her some things, and I got some fire back into me, and yeah, now I'm looking at the same thing every day, and I'm watching the news, and I'm watching the progress, and yeah, where I can I help people to show this wonderful technology, and which will help and enable all of us around the world. So so yeah, that's a bit of my story.
Thank you, Marley. Thank you for sharing your journey. It's invaluable.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, it's very
My
rare.
pleasure.
Okay, then. Are there any questions? Looking at the clock, we are almost at the top of the hour. Any questions that someone might have?
Everybody's muted.
Please unmute yourself, share if you want.
Great job, Nasco. Marley, thank you for sharing. Those videos are cool, right? There's no proof like pictures, right? And that's incredible. That stuff actually exists now. I feel like the Jetsons. I don't know if you know what the Jetsons are, but way
Yes.
back in the day, like the curtain, man, like that's what it looks like. Nasco, I don't necessarily have questions, but one thing I was thinking was, I don't know how familiar everyone is with, crypto or how to fund, to get the shares if they wanted to. Are we going to do any like maybe how to step-by-step ways to deposit money, or like, you know what I mean? If anybody was interested in participating, how they actually add money and then get the shares.
Yeah, absolutely. We can create dedicated videos for that. It's not only, I mean, the payment can happen with crypto, as you know, personal experience, but also with just normal fiat money via debit or credit card. So yeah, we would be able to make dedicated videos for this. And for those who are interested, of course, we can we'll hold hands for that, as always.
Actually, if I can add, for the people that are in the US, credit card and debit card is not preferable, so they prefer to do this with crypto. So so that's then this is some app.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to mention it. Whenever I did it, it was crypto, but most of the people on Team Gratitude know how to do crypto because that's kind of what we do. But
Perfect, yeah.
for the folks in the US anyway. But yeah, that was something that if somebody is a novice, I think it'd be helpful. And Nasco, I can help you. We can just shoot some how-to videos, yeah, on how to get it done.
Absolutely, we can do that. And also the customer support are very responsive and quick in answering questions. So if someone gets stuck, you can always resort to the customer support.
I have a question actually. Watching the videos, it kind of came to my mind that this project requires a lot of infrastructure. I mean, I live in Norway and we have windmills, right? And it's a big issue here by a lot of people taking up a lot of space all over in order to place these windmills. And when I look at the video, I mean, it's a lot of land that's required in order to do this. And how would governments even think about this in a positive way? I don't mean to be negative. I'm just asking based on the discussions that are going on in Norway right now in terms of windmills.
Marley, would you like to take this one, or you want me to answer?
You take it, and I will add.
Okay, you're testing me. Okay, let's compare with the traditional cars, how much land space and infrastructure they need. So in order to lay a road for cars, how much space is needed? So if we compare, the traditional transportation and where it came from all the way 100 years ago, starting from, the mud roads and not dedicated roads until now with the highways and reclaiming land from that, we can say that this technology definitely improves that balance because you see pillars used as support for all the rails, and so the reclaimed land in comparison to what we currently have is, I would say, negligible. You would be having those pillars standing upright, and they can be posted almost in every location, based on of course, on the certain infrastructure that is available for these pillars. Some let's say part of the ground might be easy to operate on. Other grounds, like in the Netherlands, would be difficult to operate on. But you can also imagine how this infrastructure can help for terrains which are hard to reach, like overpasses, difficult places, regions like deserts and polar regions. So there is no road that need to be built. It is just straight line of pillars. So if you take all of this together, like the current infrastructure of cars, vehicles, together with the vehicles themselves, and compared with what the other infrastructure offers, I think this would be the way to compare them, right? That would be my answer. Marley, would you like to add something?
Yes. No. It was, you gave a perfect answer, and the fact that Torkel, let's say the idea of the founder is that he wanted to build something that was above the road due to aerodynamics and other characteristics, so it would be safe. So there can be no accidents because we have, let's say, a factor 1,000 in terms of safety compared to all other existing transportation. This is one thing, but also the fact he wants to build it, let's say, a second level, because then the whole land is for the animals and the people and everything in it. In terms of harsh terrains, we can build everywhere. So from sub-zero to the tropics or climate how do you say, tropical conditions. And another thing is that we can. We are much cheaper than everything that is already existing. More details you can see on the site, but it's like I will give you one example. For a metro, when they built this, it's like $100 million or more per kilometer, and we would do, let's say, for the same thing, 20 million. It depends on the country. It depends on where it's situated. It depends on different factors. But we are much cheaper than everything that's existing.
Okay.
And in terms of countries, the governments, they will, of course, they have their own set of rules, but we can adjust to all these rules because of the track record that we have and all the things that have been established. So yes, I hope this answers your question.
Okay, yeah, I when I just looked at it, like I said, this is just another type of railway that is just up in the air a little bit, a little more modern. But again, I need to look into it more, but it looks interesting. It looks, it looks high tech and all this. All I'm saying is that in order to get it moving in different areas in different countries, I like in Norway here, I know for a fact it would be a big issue in order to establish that, at least based on the current discussions that are going on. But again, they at the same time they know that they need to adjust, for the future. So some of these people and opportunities, they're kind of, how should I put it, extreme when it comes to nature and all this. And we gotta be careful, but at the same time, we need to move forward and develop. So I get that. But I was just thinking about that as a, kind of first glance into the project as presented today. So thank you.
Thank you for
and to add quickly, you said the innovation is a bit advanced. This is the most advanced ever, because the founder has spent 50 years on this. 50 years. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks.
My pleasure.
Thank you for your shares, guys. Susan
has a question.
Hi, can I ask a couple of questions, please? First of all, how is it powered? I didn't quite catch that.
How is it powered, Marley? What is
electric.
the power?
This is all electric. So this electric, no CO2, and it's all electric powered, because he doesn't. This is why you saw my my ride on the park. It rides electric, so you can build all biological things around this. So it's electric, yes.
That was my first question. My second question, I'm sitting in Scotland in the UK, so we're obviously an island, we're not part of a big land mass. So how do you see this being adopted? Do you see it running purely inside individual countries, or are you looking to expand it internationally? What's the kind of the long-term aim?
I will quote the founder, as he said himself on Eco Technopark, as we all, every year there's a big EcoFest, and his words were, close your eyes, think of when you were a child, think of the globe, spin it around, put your finger on it with your eyes closed, and in the future, string technology will be everywhere. It doesn't matter where. We can build everywhere, and we have proven this now. So yes.
Okay, thank you.
The beginning will be in Sharjah, and there we will build, and then other countries will come. There are already targeted projects in place with many governments and many countries, and then they can all be connected.
Okay, thank you.
My pleasure.
Thank you for the question, Susan. Okay, wow. Shall we wrap it up? Expressing gratitude to the host, Danny, and the team.
I haven't broken it so far, so I think this is a good time to close it. We haven't broken any technology so far today, so this is a record. This is pretty good.
I think Nisi has a question.
Okay, Nisi, please shoot.
Yeah, no, I haven't got any questions. I mean, I've seen the videos before, found it very interesting. I love the idea it's a sustainable project. And looking forward to, like, if you bring us forward some videos, or as Danny was saying about how you go about funding, etc. That will be very interesting. Apart from that, basically, to just thank you all for bringing that forward, and also, obviously, Nasco, my friend Nasco, and Marley for giving us the proof. Not that I needed it in this case, but it's nice to see it. A lot of people do need to see it. So thanks a lot.
My pleasure.
Thank you, Marley, again for sharing your experience and your personal library of photos and videos.
No problem.
Yeah, Marley, thank you, man. That was cool. I'm glad to meet you. NASCO speaks very highly of you.
This is just a little part that I have. I have so many pictures and videos, but in short time I can show you much more.
Oh, I'm sure. So, all right. So what we'll do then is in the background we'll get with like Cynthia and Nasco and myself, whatever. We'll put together some little how-to videos and maybe make like just one page that has step-by-step things on how to do if anybody's interested in getting involved and joining. And if not, at least learn something new, right? Check out some futuristic stuff. Nasco, thank you, my man. Thanks for the time and effort putting the presentation together and delivering it so eloquently as always, my man. It was great to see everybody, and have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate it.